Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching Attack Power Gaming. Today I have for you Luna versus Yuyu in the quarterfinals of the Steel Division 2 Division 2 playoffs. Let's dive right in. All right, here we are. On the left, Luna, currently calling himself King. On fourth, Munte. Ooh, I like it. On balanced income. And on the right here, we have Yuyu playing Ryhma Rapaanna on V for Victory. So two very interesting choices here. We're also on Zbuczyn here. I've warmed up to the map. I still don't think it's amazing, but I have warmed up to it a bit. It can be a cool map to play on. So yeah, let's zoom in here. Let's check out some troops here. Fourth Munte, definitely an interesting pick. Not one you see super often. Has its strengths, strong infantry, artillery, things like that. Some interesting AT options. No vehicles in A for the most part, so it should be cool. So we have a Breda 47 mil here, Infanterassi, Detenuti, and another Infanterasti there. Then some Venatori Cittadella, like the best sniper in the game. It's like a double sniper. It's really good. And then we have a Flamer here, some more Venatori, and then some Venatori de Munte, which is like their Panzergren equivalent. Then we have the Pak 97, 38, very good AT gun, Detenuti again, more Detenuti, a Lieutenant, another Munte, Venatori de Munte, and a 60 mil mortar. Then we have a single Pak 75 mil, and then down south we have the double sniper, the Breda, the Venatori Detenuti, and some more Detenuti, which are like flamer squads. And over here on the south we have the Takampuya Latil 45 mil assault gun, machine gun Assisi, and then we have the machine gun Latil Yakari here, Rangustus, machine gun CCs, another assault gun, a T26, and a B810 essentially. And then up north, Latil, Takampuya, another Latil, two machine guns, an assault gun, 45 mil CC, Yakari, Lahitorunta, CC Kiev, and then a T26B. And then we have a HS-129 Recon out of Luna over here. If you guys enjoy this content, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Apologize again if there's a little bit of an audio quality a little less than usual. I'm still traveling, so recording in some different spots, though this one I think is a little less echoey and annoying, so definitely a plus there. So immediately we see the snipers doing what they do, wiping out an infantry in its transport. Oh my goodness, these things are so dangerous. CC trying to answer back, but with there's 5 snipers firing right now, and 2 of them are double star, so this is pretty nuts. Down south, some units getting in. Oh, but not watching down here, and the Ford gets taken out. Remember, Latils have a higher damage output, so they actually full-on kill transports. There's no survival, basically. HS-129 coming in for the strafing run on the Takampuya. These are very dangerous, so killing one off. Ooh, what a kill. Killing one off, there's a big deal, actually. Assault gun, though, a very good call-in to counter these Venatori here. Then we have an IAR coming in for the bombing strike for Luna. Looking for this. Nope, going for the Pak 45 mil. He has captured this flag. It's kind of like almost given to you. Venatori de Munte catching out some Toruntas here. 75 mil covering off. These actually have great HE damage as well, so quite solid. And these Venatori are basically Panzergrens with a different rifle. Detenute is a 15-man squad with a Molotov. It's a very solid CQC unit. It's nothing crazy. The IAR coming back in to strafe to try to finish this off. The bombs on this thing are an absolute embarrassment. They basically do nothing. You notice it did about 3 damage there. Kind of waste. You use them as a fighter, honestly. Use this as a fighter that happens to have some bombs on it. Yeah, it's 2 50-kilogram bombs. I mean, it's like a joke. But they have medium resilience, which is a big deal. These light fighters, these cheap light fighters out of Ryhma will have a little bit of trouble. It's already smoking, as you can see. Bombs coming in. The only thing is, they do apply, you know, some suppression and stuff. That was not a great bombing strike, though, because it suppressed his guys as well. Akadi here, throwing their Molotov. Immediate fallback with the Detenuti. Get theirs off as well. The Latidorunta going the wrong direction. Going to get surrendered. Very nice there. T26B, though, going to be a hard thing to get through for the moment. 45 mil stays alive. BA-10 pressuring these recon units. 75 mil trying to move up to kill that. Yakari moving forward. Ditanuti and a flamer here in the town holding this flag. Currently 1311. This is definitely interesting because Yuyu has... Sorry, this is Yuyu. No, this is Luna. Luna on red. I'm saying this wrong. Luna is technically at a disadvantage here in Phase A. Yuyu here in blue having the advantage on V for victory. We see our first Blenheim of the game. Ooh, infantry killed in the transport. Definitely not great for him. BA-10 just being such a pain. 60 mil mortar, though, coming in. Trying to pin down those infantry. Do some damage. Yakari versus Flamer here. Yakari will win with its Molotov. But now that it's caught out with the snipers in the Venatori. Oh, immediate erasure. That was very nice. Lieutenant versus the CCCC does get forced back, but BA-10 is back in again. And remember, he just does... 4th Munte has basically no vehicles in A phase. They do get some... They get like some super light, almost completely useless tanks. There's one AT tank that's okay. It's got a very light gun on it, but it's literally AT only. Like AP shells only. Another Blenheim coming in. The powerful air force of Ryhma building up here. The infantry have been forced back by all these assault guns. And this is going to be a big issue for 4th Munte. They don't have a ton of stuff to counter this. He's going to lose these infantry. They're now way out in the open. These assault guns continue to just butcher them. IR floating around. I can't believe he called in the fighter along with the bomber, the fighter bomber. That's surprising. You guys flipped it now to a 1410. Very nice. Turned it all the way around. It was a 1410 in Luna's favor, but he has flipped 4 flags back to himself. He's recaptured this one up north. He's grabbed this one here. He's re-grabbed his town flag. And then down south, he's grabbed this one, which is kind of like a freebie. These two on the either side are kind of freebies at the beginning. You got to work hard to recapture them and stuff. Yakari versus Ditanuti. I don't know. In a one-on-one, I'm really not sure. The Yakari are definitely better armed with the Swomies and such. But the 15-man squadness of the Ditanuti could make the difference here. Now, of course, these other guys are going to get involved. Looks like the Ditanuti were going to win anyway, though. Yeah, they were going to. It's kind of a waste of a Molotov, unfortunately. Beretta 47 mil. Pretty solid sport gun. It's not amazing. It does low damage, but it fires so fast that it can be quite dangerous. The Venatori, though, here, Cittadine here, are very dangerous. I cannot believe they didn't kill him. Man, fallback is so powerful. If you are not falling back your troops, you are losing this game. Like, I can tell you that right now. HS-129 down south. Making a lot of use of his Air Force, Luna, here. I mean, 4th Munte has a solid Air Force, but it's nothing like shockingly good or anything like that. Going after, the 45 mil here. He does not like these 45 mils being around. He doesn't even have any vehicles from the pick on. I mean, eventually they can kill Panzer IVs because Panzer IVs are, well, Panzer IVs. HS-129 doing a lot more damage. This thing is a pretty solid strafer, excuse me. Although it's weird because it has the exact same, essentially the same loadout. It's a slightly better machine gun, sure, but for it to do 3 more damage versus the IR seems extreme. Seems extreme. The light armor Ryhma here doing nice work. Again, the issue with having no vehicles yourself is light armor tends to just tear you apart. Because you're forced to bring in like entire AT weapons that tend to cost more than the thing you're going after, which is never a good thing. You know, what makes... Oh, big artillery already in, too. We have the 155 mil already in. I believe we get 2 of these in Phase A as well. That's what makes them strong. It's not... I mean, they're the same as any other 150-ish millimeter artillery. The difference is, though, I believe you get 2. Usually you only get 1 in Phase A. Whoa, if those 60 mils weren't falling back, they'd be dead. I are going after the Blenheim here, but it is getting hit by the Vekatin. It's probably going to die flying right over this thing. HS-129 trying to get on that Blenheim as well. Blenheim does not drop its bombs. I don't know if it lost sight or what happened. But the IR gets a little bit of mercy here. It is smoking, though. The Vekatin re-aimed at the HS-129, so it will get away. Will this HS-129 get on the back of this Blenheim? So I'm amazed here Luna still has not called in any AA. Especially knowing the division he's playing against. You know, Ryhma really, really leans on its infantry and on its air force to like win the game. So the fact he's called none in despite playing against this division seems very odd to me. 45 mil, I mean 47 mil, excuse me, finally gets into position. Oh, almost takes out those Yakari. Yakari would have been so dead there. Unfortunate for him. 150 trying to take out this 75 mil now. 60 mil did survive. Blenheim does get to get its bombs off. I'm not sure at what, though. Is there something there? Oh, no, that's a plane that died, I think. Is that the HS-129 that died? Huh. Blenheim down south now, coming in. It's not a huge bomb loadout, but they are very zippy. They fly in and out really quick. They do enough. You can see the 47 mil here going down. They do enough. After Luna's explosive start here, he's really had a lot of trouble countering Yuyu's defense and pushing through that, and he's now losing all of those places he pushed forward. Vekatin in down here. Vekatin's much better than just your average 20 mil. It's still 20 mil, so it's not going to like insta-wipe stuff, but it is definitely a solid step up from your usual Axis 20 mil. Fortunately, the Lieutenant here caught out all by himself. He is falling back, though. CC 3-star, very dangerous, because it does have the machine gun and the sniper, so you have to keep that in mind. 75 mil, though, spotting that, although it's very suppressed from the artillery, so its first shot goes wide. Second shot also goes wide. Double sniper versus single sniper with machine gun. Oh, but there's a BA-10 also involved. 75 mil finally starting to get on target here. Once he loses the second guy, then he loses the double sniper. Oh, the Lieutenant also now getting hit. 60 mil coming in. Munte goes down up here. Yakari pushing forward. We are about to finish A phase, and we'll be getting into B phase, where Luna has a significant advantage. I mean, essentially like playing Maverick, minus you don't have the big disadvantage at the end. Balance versus V for Victory is a very interesting struggle. It really is. We have 122 mil in now as well. Artillery continues to come down, but now you just grab this flag here. Definitely not good news for Luna. And we're now into Phase B. So we see double mobile wagon coming in here. I guess he didn't bring in any AA in A phase. I mean, that's the fact he called in 2 immediately in Phase B signals to me that he brought none in A phase. I know some people like me to look at the decks beforehand. I kind of like not knowing, to be honest with you. That way I get to watch it from the same... I mean, you guys get to see it at the beginning. For me, I find it interesting to postulate what their choices were and why. JU-88 coming in. Not sure where it dropped. I missed where it dropped. Oh, probably the 75 millimeter. Yeah, I can see this smoking. Double sniper catching out the Akadi here. The problem is, even when he kills this one off, this T-26 on this hill, like annoyingly on this hill, is going to continue to hold this flag. DO-17, though, supplying that all-important recon. A third mobile wagon. These are very strong. They are Flak 43s, which are significantly stronger than Flak 36s. So, I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal in the strength department. This should really start to shut down the Air Force from Yuyu. But Yuyu's still in a very strong position here. 14-10. You know, remember when you're... they are technically kind of playing a mirror. You know, they're playing like a balanced mirror, essentially. The difference is with you know, in a Maverick mirror, when you both get to the C phase, you're kind of like stuck because neither of you can put together a strong offensive anymore. Balance is the opposite. Both players can put together really strong offensives, but also can really pump out a lot of defense at the same time. So you still end up with this kind of like parity. And it really comes down to who builds their deck deepest and can leverage the income. Lieutenant trying to stay alive. It looks like he's going to. Mobile wagon trying to hold those back. The recon back. All three in the center, though. Really strange. Really, really strange. There's not like a great place to put it here, I guess. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. You could put it here pretty safely. Have some... And then down south, like, did he call another one in? No. He's leaving his southern part completely undefended. Will this heat round kill this? Doesn't look like it. No, it's completely missed. Couldn't have missed more, honestly. And now the Venatori have revealed themselves. They do take out a 4-day A, though. Yakari stuck out now. Both of them stuck out. They're right next to each other, which means the machine gun fire from the Venatori will pin them both. Now falling back. T-26, though, causing problems. We have Venatori Ducati, which is a really nice bazooka unit. Blenheim getting out of there. I don't think it got its bomb. It would have got its bomb. There's nothing there to stop it again. Because he put all the mobile wagons in the middle. Triple mobile wagon. I mean, this is some AA firepower. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing died, even at this range. It's smoking. It's going to get away. So yeah, I mean, Yuyu's just going to focus all his Air Force in the north and the south, because he's going to see that massive blob of AA. IR gets a nice run in, but it's going to get forced back now. Blenheim flying a little too close. This mobile wagon wolf pack here. It's going to get out, though. No real problem there. Now we have 100 mil artillery coming in. These are very solid. 8 rounds a minute. They got radio for only 80 points. I really like these guys. They can do some serious damage. The question is, what's he doing with them? He is counter-battering. That is the right choice. He really needs to kill off this artillery. It's just absolutely devastating him right now. It's forcing him to constantly micro things. It's so annoying. Detenuti here getting beat out by the Akari. Venatori Ducati, not a great job. It does have the grenade, but against the Akari with their Molotov, it's going to get forced off pretty easy. Oh, this one's out of it, though. Will it get it off in time? It does. There it goes. Is he going to fall back? No, he takes one out. The other gets a little pinned. These infantry are not what you want, though, here. He does have some Pioniti coming in, though. 100 mil begins its assault. And these faster firing artillery pieces are far more effective at counter battery than big pieces like this. Because you get more fire down, the opponent gets suppressed first, and then you kind of like win the duel. Now the Yakari take out the Detenuti here. Now we have a big bulge here from you. So despite having a significant income advantage, Luna's getting pushed back. The mobile wagons have been moved north now. Oh, Blenheim's flying into it. Oh my goodness gracious. Still gets the bombs off somehow. I-153 here also gets rocket. Actually kills a Panzer IV in one run. That's incredible. I honestly didn't think these things could kill anything in one run. Very, very lucky. IAR should go down though. There, I mean, I-153. Sorry. There, I'm used to my Romanian friends over here with the 4th Munte. Another mobile wagon. I've never really seen anyone use AA like this in just like a concentrated pack. There's some Pioniti coming in as well, but now he's going to lose this flag. Now he's going to just get stopped here by these Pioniti. You're doing such a good job of controlling these open grounds, despite not really having units that do that. Panzer IV versus T-26. There we go. The Panzer IV finally succeeds. There's an enemy he can beat. And finally, Luna taking the armor advantage, which is awkward to say that Ryhma had the armor advantage at any point, but it did. Then we have the Pioniti assaults coming in here. The Pioniti, just the Pioniti here, just kind of chilling in their transports. Not sure what he's doing with that. But the Venatori de Munte catching out these Yakari should wipe them out with their MG42s. A lot of artillery coming in now. It's a 60 mil. Double 60? Yeah, double 60 mil. Does take out a unit. Very nice. Double sniper, though, getting hit by that CC. Man, these things are just so strong. The Venatori will probably go down here. Panzer IV now finally in position to support. Breda 47 mil, another Pioniti coming in. The 155 is back online. The 122 is counter battering now. He hasn't really called in enough artillery to really counter battery. That's the thing. These Pioniti assaults are solid. They have a 150 meter range submachine gun, which is very good. The ZK-383. Not one of the best. Definitely not better than the Suomi, but still very good. But they're just very fragile squads. They're only 5 men. They die really quick. That's the issue with them. I don't actually love them. 60 mil successfully pinning these infantry down here. Panzer IV finally cutting off these reinforcement roads and stuff. Very important to do that. But here comes a 50 mil. Pack 38, essentially, which can very easily handle these Panzer IVs. The VM Pioniris here, Venatori Munte Pioniri, forcing off this Yakari. But again, he's never going to capture this point with this T-26 chilling there. 60 mil's really trying to get this CC out of the way. Assault gun, though, doing what it does, continuing to hit stuff. 47 mil now getting hit by that assault gun. Panzer IV moved out of the way. Oh, the 100 mil took a hit from the 155. Now is almost dead. Anything's going to kill it now. The nice thing about these Venatori Cittadini here, they also have a radio, just like on top of everything else. He still has no way of dealing with this T-26, though. That is the issue. He can't push forward and capture this flag until he takes out this T-26B. Oh, here comes the Blenheim. No AA down south, because again, he just kind of like uber concentrated it for reasons I still don't understand. Oh, and the Pak 38 takes out that Panzer IV. Oh. Yeah, trades have not been going well here for Luna at all. Yuyu just getting the better end of all of these trades. Vekatan pushing off that HS-129. IAR is moving in, though, to take out this fighter. They do succeed. Going after the Blenheim. Here comes the Ju-88 and another fighter. IAR decides to take another head-on. They do have medium resilience, so they can do that relatively safely. But with the Vekatan here, the damage may cause them to die. Blenheim's getting in. Ju-88's going to get in. And the Ju-88 actually is a very dangerous bomb loadout with the double 500s. Down that fighter goes. IAR does go down. That is a loss. They're not super expensive fighters, but I don't know if Luna has the extra points to be buying more fighters. If you look at the field here, see a lot more blue than red. 75 mil, continue to try to pick stuff off. He really needs to turn the heat shells off, because I'm pretty sure the heat shells are quite inaccurate. Okay, they're 5% less accurate, but you only need the AP shells at this point. Muntes get forced off. We're about to hit the end of Phase B, and I'm not sure if Luna has done enough with his income advantage to pull this out. Pianiti caught out by the T-26 now. The problem is you can't even brawl that safely with a T-26 at this range of the Panzer IV, because a T-26 can absolutely pen you. And that's just so awkward to lose your Panzer IV, your 75-point tank, to a 15-point light tank. There couldn't be a much worse trade. Infantry up north trying to force these Finns out. Pianeti are succeeding. Infanterasi now in as well. Not very good infantry, but they'll work. IAR dropping those bombs. Miss, unfortunately. The fallback did happen in time. Military de Munte catching out some infantry, though, with all the Yakari and everything around it, though. It's going to be a tough roll there. T-26B takes a grenade to the face. Shrugs it off. Mobile wagons trying to kill that recon. Kind of definitely fail pretty hard there. Minatore Ducati obviously out of range. Now the T-26 has, I guess, noticed it or something. Or he saw it at some point. And now we're in Phase C, and I mean, it's basically mirror income here. Yes, I know one's 160, but like, they're basically the same. Grenade goes off, kills his infantry, but the Venatori de Munte do go down, and I don't know if they did that much damage. The T-26 does get bounced by the Panzer IV. You don't see that often, so kudos to the Panzer IV surviving that. Pianeti assaults, trying to chase down these Cavati, but it's going to end up out in the open. Doesn't want that, obviously. So he falls back. Both players now access to their maximum income. The 100 mil is dead, but 3 more were called in. So now we finally have an actual, like, artillery force going after this 155. 155 running out of shells, actually. Not sure if he'll take the time to reload that. That does really matter. Really needs to kill off this Cavardi and recapture this flag here. Mobile wagon isn't able to stop the Ju-80, but the Ju-88's retreating over top of these mobile wagons. It's definitely going to die. There's absolutely no way this thing does not die. 4 mobile wagons. Oh my, I'm going to barf if this does not die. I was about to say. That actually took way longer than it should have. With that amount of firepower, we cannot withstand this level of firepower. 100 mils going after that 150. 150 is pinned down, lost a number of troops, and this is why you never put your artillery next to a road. You can see those infantry forced to unload there. And that matters. Now they have to walk all the way up. If that was some desperately needed reinforcements, you're hardcore screwed. So you never, ever, ever, ever want to do that. You want to try to put your artillery somewhere like no one's driving near. Oh, and the 155 goes down. A lucky shot there. Down it goes. So the first piece of arty down. Luna beginning to win that arty war. We have finally some more snipers coming in here. These are his key unit for winning these long-range fights. I guess he brought a C-phase card in because we're finally seeing them again. We don't see a lot of balance on balance gameplay. And I know, again, it's V for victory, but this essentially these two large incomes in C. This is very abnormal these days. Usually, at least one of the players is playing some sort of aggressive income, and usually both players are. Seeing a cool combat here. Panzer IV trying to support all these troops. Pak 38, though, Gets a penetration, of course, with his APCR, but it is on APCR, which means it's not actually that dangerous yet. And the Chijikataria here trying to take it out. Will they succeed? And they do. That's a big kill. The Panzer IV can now go back in. Now he doesn't know that. He may think there's more AT there. That's a nice kill. The Ryhma does not have like infinite AT stuff. So killing off those pieces does really matter. Artillery, I don't know, the 122 is getting hardcore counter-battered right now. And once it's dead, Yuyu has no more artillery on the field. Ooh, another big hit on the 122. All it's going to take is one more, and that's dead, even in the fallback. Oh. Now, the thing is, again, I'm not used to casting games where people have lots of income at the end, but he does, so he can call in more artillery. It's not like there's another 155. I believe he only has 2, unless he brought 2 cards with him. We have a 4th 100 mil over here as well. AA, too far, the wolf pack has moved down, but now they are catching this Ju-88 out. Will they take it out? The Ju-88s are the more powerful bombers with double 500 kilogram bombs. BF-109 G2 trying to get on the back. It is on the back of the Blenheim. Will it take it down? Because remember, these things just are extremely weak. It does manage to. That's a big kill there. You do not want to head on this. This is not a good head on. It's just not a good, like, trade value, basically. How fast are these things? 505. The G2 should get, yeah, G2 should get away easy. Flying that fighter over the mobile wagon. The mobile wagon should probably be able to kill this, especially with this much time on target. Oh, too late on that evac, or especially the BF-109 coming back around will take out that fighter. So these are some pretty key kills here for Luna. Trying to get back into it. He's about 11 minutes left here, but he finally was able to push across here despite this T-26 there. It has no eyes, so it can't see, and he captures this flag, bringing it to a 13-11. He's still losing it, but like he's still losing points, but he's in it now. Artillery, we have some counter battery going all over the place here. Oh no, he's actually manual targeting this one. This one is counter battering. This is where it used to be. Peony Assault versus Yaakari. I want to see which one of these win. I'm assuming the Yaakari by a fair margin. Oh, I don't know, actually. Yeah, no, Yaakari would have won. Had it not been for the second unit, Yaakari definitely would have won that. Infantry being forced off the single Vekatin. I mean, if he's going to target his artillery, he might as well start targeting some of his AA. He does have a very useful Air Force. It's not as powerful as Ryhma, but still strong. Luna are continuing to get ticked down. He just can't find this other flag to bring it back to a 12-12. We have a whole... Oh my goodness. 3 Hummels. Oh my. This T-26 is just going to drive around and capture this because there's nothing you can do. I mean, he could hopefully get in range. If the T-26 is too aggressive, he might be able to get it with the Venatori Ducata here. But the Blenheim might end those dreams early. Oh, he does manage to dodge that completely. Very nice. IR coming in, but there's this Vekatin still around. I'm surprised he's not trying to bait this fighter over his wolf pack of mobile wagons. And look, once again, Yuyu leaving artillery on the road and getting horribly punished for it. His artillery almost dead. I said, these 4th Munte artillery pieces very strong. They just fire so fast. IR should get away just fine now. Double Pianiti. No, Pianiti and a Munte. So basically 3 MG42s do manage to wipe out those positions there. 45 mil does reveal itself. Is this an MG42? No, it's MG34, but whatever. Apologies, I have the sun in my eyes. Making things hard to see. 105 very aggressively placed. I mean, it doesn't need radio. It's got the Venatori di Città there. What's it going after the assault gun, I assume? Yeah. He's trying to finally break down these assault guns that have done a lot of damage, let me say. The 155 is still alive, though. A 1-man arty piece is the same as a 10-man arty piece, and the fact it will die a lot easier. But it's going to fire just as fast and do just as much damage. Bombs do a bunch. Kill off that Pianiti. Force off the Venatori. The problem is you do have a limited number of Venatori, but it looks like he might have put one of his cards late. Here comes the Hummel. So it looks like Luna's trying to win this game with his arty, which is very reasonable to do with 4th Munte. Even against Ryhma. Okay, so another 155 in. So Luna brought in at least 2 cards of these, I think. And now the Hummels are involved, and those are much bigger explosions. Less efficient at suppressing because of their fire rate, but still very, very, very dangerous. It's only going to take one hit, basically, a good hit to really kill this off. Whoa, there it is, there it was. So that immediately pins it. The second this other 155 opens up, it's probably going to get wiped. But now more 122s coming in, so Yuyu has decided to take this duel. And it looks like here that Luna has finally captured another flag. But he lost, what, he lost the one, whatever one he captured back. He lost his middle one, I guess, again. Kubel does go down without unloading, so losing one of his snipers, that's a bad loss. Those matter. Back to a 14-10 with this hill flag and that open flag. T-26, though, does go down. Venatori Chichatade here trying to pin these infantry down. Should succeed. There's not much holding this, honestly. Yuyu has been broken down quite successfully. Yakari, though, getting in here. He lost this flag. This was the one he lost that he had a moment ago. We do have a lead, commander in as well now. Trying to give all that beautiful veterancy. T-26 taking on these Chichatade here. He should see that now that he finally knows he can do something about it. Panzer IV coming in, going the wrong direction to kill this T-26, unfortunately. Counter battery going after these Hummels. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Still, both these 155s still alive by the skin of their teeth. Some bad RNG here for Luna, at least in the Arty duel. Ditanucci trying to get off its Molotovs. It does, but it's now forced back. Minatori Ducati, it's probably not going to get off its grenade. Nope, it's going to die. So big loss there. Now he's lost this flag as well. His southern flank here, Luna's southern flank crumbling. We have two JRSs coming in, dropping a whole lot of bombs. He finally recaptures his flag in the middle. That's how he's not at a 15-9 right now. Hotchkiss getting taken off with this support gun that still didn't die. Artillery piece up front here must have been killed off. That's the issue putting it so far up, is these 122s suddenly become quite effective. One artillery piece out of ammo here. Actually, two out of ammo. Hummel's getting a lot of it. Oh, a Hummel goes down. Wow, that was lucky. Wow, that was very, very lucky for you. He is getting all the RNG blessing here in this artillery fight. Both his artillery pieces that are not mobile surviving big hits, and the Hummel dying to a double shot on target. That is really something else, actually. I hear planes. Blenheim, there it is, coming through. Going after the 75 mil finally. The entire game that thing's been doing that. BF-109. Oh, it's got bad resilience. It's flying over the Vekatan. Good chance this is going to go down, actually. These BF-109s are paper thin. But it did fly over the wolf pack. The Blenheim will definitely die now. Are you serious? What's a guy got to do? Oh my goodness gracious, I'd be raging just by the fact it took so darn long. Whole line of infantry coming in here. Infanterassi, not really great in close range like this, but the Yaakari were already hurt, and the Panzer Force supplying leadership. That's funny. Don't see that often. 122 here, getting attacked by all this artillery. Trying to counter it down, but the 155s are the things you really gotta kill. They do the most damage, of course. It feels like Luna just suddenly, like, opened up the infantry tab or something. Like, all he had before this were tanks and artillery and support weapons, and now all of a sudden it's like infantry everywhere. Vekatan, will it stop this IR? It will successfully stop that. But he is making a push here, but it's 15-9 now for Yuyu. Only 2 minutes left at this double tick. He's got to try to recapture these flags here, which he definitely can, but Venatori de Munte against Yaakari together, they're both getting suppressed by the same attacks, which is awful. Which is really awful. Double sniper takes out the support gun finally. Man, that thing has just been a thorn in his side. Problem is, I think he's kind of run out of CQC infantry, and of course against Ryhma, that's like a death sentence because you're never getting into another forest again. Artillery flying everywhere. This artillery piece still alive. This one, fine. These two still alive. My goodness. Blenheim, Ju-88 still coming in. But the Ju-88 is going right towards the mobile wagon wolf pack. What this need is a leader. Throw a leader next to these things and they're absolutely ridiculous. Unvetted, again, they can just kind of drop the ball at times. Problem is, too, now they retargeted to this Blenheim, so this Ju-88 probably going to get away. Despite smoking and being heavily damaged. Blenheim will as well, because it just, like, dodges more. Oh, no, Blenheim goes down. JU-88, though, gets out. I would have wanted the Blenheim. I would have wanted the JU did. Infantry getting forced back here in combat that they probably... It feels like they should be able to win. Only a minute left here for Yuyu. Excuse me, for Luna. Their names feel too similar to me. Artillery duel still going pretty well. Loss of that Hummel was a big loss, but everything else seems to be functioning now. T-26 in here now. Panzer IV trying to counter that. 4th Munte infantry are good, but they're definitely not Ryhma Rapaanna good. At least in CQC. Becketon finally getting fired at by some artillery. This probably should have happened a while ago. He could have opened up the skies for his pretty solid air force. Yakati, though, can definitely take out this Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is blind. No, okay, it's not that blind, apparently. Uh-oh, 47 mil here. Getting caught out by the Yakati. IR trying to go in. Dio shot down by the mobile wagon. 30 seconds left, though, even with the 1410. Can he bring it back to a 12-12? Not sure he can. Needs to capture this flag and this flag, but he does not have the forces in the center to do that. So it does look like Luna is going to pull this... my goodness. It does look like Yuyu is going to pull this one out. V for victory, Ryhma on this map was quite surprising. Though I have to imagine Luna picked 4th Munte first? Because why wouldn't you pick something that dominates the open ground otherwise? I'm not sure why you wouldn't. So, 34 minutes, 42 seconds here. We have 2,525 kills to 2,450. So, not actually... So, Luna actually out-trading Yuyu just by a bit. But the positioning just... He was never able to get in the right spots at the right time, unfortunately. We look here. Tanuti did quite well. The 105. That did really good. One of the artillery pieces. Chichitade here doing some nice stuff. That's it, though. On the other side, Ryhma, this 122. Wow. Look how much that thing did. Holy crap. No, I don't even think those are very good artillery pieces. They did it this game. Yeah, I mean, nothing like crazy. I mean, neither of these divisions have like high value targets, really. It's more just weight of average to good units or solidly priced units. Obviously, especially Rapaanna, is mostly just super efficient units. Nothing powerful at all. If you guys enjoyed that, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.